What's up, everybody? How's it? Welcome to the show. The show is called She Speaks, and I am awesomely happy to introduce my co-host. And here we have in the middle over here. Introduce yourself, lovely.
Hi everyone, my name is Rosie, but you guys can call me Rosie. And I am here with my beloved Uzu and my beloved Mia. Mia. She's mine, Mia.
So She Speaks. It's about educating women of all walks of life to be empowered no matter what you're going through. And we have different, can I say entities here?
Definitely, dynamics.
Different dynamics. So we have our different perspectives. We have our different opinions, and we are willing to share it with you. So, and you know what? We thank you guys for joining our show. We thank you guys for liking, subscribing. Don't forget to check out lovely Raymia. She's on all music platforms.
Yes, thank you. She's here to
and
sing
you can reach Rosie by email.
Yes.
And we respect that. We respect that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see her on YouTube with us. Yes. And of course, you can see me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and YouTube. So don't forget to like, subscribe, smash that notification bell so you can be notified when our next episode will be up. This is our first episode of She Speaks.
Our first one?
Yes. And it is a production of D Haven Enterprise.
Again, another one. She speaks. What's she saying? She speaks.
She speaks.
She speaks. She speaks.
So the first thing I would like to bring up.
Yeah.
So I feel very interested in talking about it. So I saw this feed that someone sent to me about this all women's nightclub. Okay. Now we all have had experiences in nightclubs, and we all know what the nightclubs entitle.
I personally haven't been in a nightclub.
Oh, you haven't?
Yes, I have not been in a club or nightclub. Yeah.
Really?
Or is it by choice? By choice, yes.
Oh, okay, that's good. I really appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah.
See me, on the other hand, I'm in every club there is.
You got the experience.
If you going tonight, call me.
I'm for one. I've been there. Don't like it. I choose not to. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
But let me tell you, I can turn up in a nightclub as long as I'm with my girls. It's all good.
Yes.
So we know that, nightclubs, it's a shark pond. It's a shark pond. We know it's a hookup fest. But this guy decided to open an all women's nightclub. And
is that here in Vegas?
Actually, I really don't know. I really don't know. But he posted a picture of all the women sitting down on the chairs and not doing a damn thing. Now, that picture spoke to me.
Okay.
That picture spoke to me only because it is 2024. It is Generation Z time to rise up, I guess, so to speak, on their thoughts, opinions, lifestyle, bring up whatever their background is. Or maybe Generation X, modern women. Why do you think they were sitting down? An all-women's nightclub.
Was it packed?
It was packed.
It was a packed, like a full house of women.
It was a full house, but they were all sitting all along the benches. Nobody was partying. Nobody was dancing. Nobody had drinks in their hand. Nobody was.
And it's a nightclub.
Where
people should be dancing.
People should be dancing and having fun. But to me, it spoke to me, and it shows that, ladies, you need a man in your life. Okay. You really need men. We need men.
You don't need men to have fun.
No,
Not
you
to
don't.
have fun.
No, you don't. We're having fun now.
Anyone,
but in a club environment, maybe, or just those women just
boring as fuck. They don't know what to do.
It was just a picture, though, right? Or was it a video?
It was just a picture.
We don't even know what was being played, what was being said. We don't even know what just happened before the picture was taken.
Right.
We just got a picture of a bunch of women sitting down. We don't know what type of event it really was. He just said he opened up the club.
Yeah.
Anybody can say anything, but I'm just saying if it was that,
but
we do need to have fun with men.
Right. Like, okay, so and that brings me to the point of the environment.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in an environment like maybe a bachelorette party, just a girls' night out, and you know, girls' night out, it could be anything. It could be anything to where we just spend the day or spend the night where we're just hanging out at different places and having a couple of drinks. Like here in Vegas, we can drink 24/7. Mm-hmm. And we can hang out. We
at
can
6
walk
p.m. somewhere else.
Right.
Here
we can yeah, and we be drinking.
Yeah.
It could be we could walk the strip and have a few drinks and have a good night. Mm-hmm. Now, but considering the environment, you know, being that it is a nightclub, you normally go to a nightclub for what? Mm-hmm. To hook up, and that's the norm.
Yeah, the norm.
The norm.
Because that ain't me, but it's the norm.
Yeah, it's the norm. Society. You know.
For me, I would need to understand the marketing that the man was trying to pursue. You know,
thank you. That's a good
all
point.
Women, like, what was you trying to get out of that?
What was the intention of that? Was it to be women only and have an environment where only women can let loose and not have, you know, the random man coming up to you and start groping you and stuff like that?
I feel that maybe that there was intention.
And also,
that could possibly be it.
Sorry, but if he made it all women's environment or whatever, women still need to be taken care of. But still, you know what I'm saying? So what was offered there? Like, what was just a nightclub and lights and music and a dance floor?
It was just all sitting down.
But it wasn't like a women environment, though.
I feel that too.
Yeah, it wasn't glitter or whatever.
Exactly.
It's not making me like, oh, like, we in a pretty environment. I want to be pretty.
Exactly.
Are we in a basement?
Okay. Exactly. Like if it's a woman environment, you want to feel like the woman environment. You want like you're walking into Victoria's Secret. You know, you have all the colors, you have all the glitter, all the aromas. Yeah. So when you're walking into a club and it's only women, so you expect
to feel woman.
And
we're not feeling like a woman in there.
And it's just like a man not to think about those damn things.
So for the man that posts the picture about that, redo it.
Redo it. Or like, okay, what if they had male servers?
The environment seemed to be nice, though.
That would be nice. I would love
the environment, honestly, it wasn't that nice.
It looked like trash.
You know, honestly,
yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Let's say if they do make it an all-women's environment, then that would make more sense. Because if you go to a strip club, it's for only men.
And they don't care what
so they have the woman serving the men. They have the woman coming up to the men. So if it's for all women, you know, bring the men.
The strip club isn't built for just like all women. Like,
it's not for everybody.
It's pretty much for men. Yeah. They got chairs, tables, hard ass floor. They just want to see bitches shaking ass. They don't care about
money raining.
What the pole look like. But if it was for girls, trust me, it would have been glitter chairs and not carpet.
Not that that's
all shiny.
What do you guys think about going to a strip club with someone that you would consider having a serious relationship with?
I've done it before.
You done it before?
I've done it before.
How was that for you?
It was fun. We had a good time together. It was just throwing money, you know. It was just fun. But we're not together, you know. Me and the guy or whatever. Yeah. It was his idea.
You know, I can honestly.
Do you feel like you agreed? I'm sorry. Do you feel like you agreed with this idea because you wanted to please him, or you also wanted to experience that?
I wanted to experience it too.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was a little younger, so
let's say someone.
I just want to have fun. I just wanted to have fun. So
your mind, your mentality was where it wasn't so caught up in the whole
that it's a
situation.
Club. You know,
between you and the dude that you was with. You know what I mean? It wasn't caught up in that.
Exactly.
It was you wanted to have fun. And that's good because you know why? For me, the background that I came from, probably about 10 years ago, I would have been jealous and be like, no fucking way. Today, gotta go if you like, have fun. Because you know why? Because maybe when you come to me, you'd be like, Yes, baby, let's get it on. You know.
But that also brings
some trust issues.
Not just trust issues. That also brings the man's nature. You know, men's nature also fantasizing.
Yeah.
Let's say you want to have that intimacy. You don't want to think, is he really all in it, or is he halfway in it and halfway with that girl still? You know what I mean? Like they could be in you, but their mind can be somewhere else, and it can happen with anyone. It's just.
But how do we know? They don't even have to say anything. Even for us. We could fantasize about some superstar and be with our man. You know, close your eyes.
So you're saying you never thought about an old good sex partner you had before, and it never crossed your mind?
Honestly, my sex partners, no.
Look,
or more so relationships.
Like the best sex you ever had.
My personal opinion on that would be where you stand. You have what you expect out of a man. Do you feel like that's limited to what you have been given, or up to the expectations that you put for yourself? Because I feel like a lot of the times, us as women, we deserve a lot more, but our expectations are set low because of the partners that we have been with. So we feel like maybe that's all there is.
So you're saying that maybe you're settling?
Or
just settling?
If you had some low expectations before and you got done wrong multiple times, you're looking higher now. I don't even think that's low. Like,
so you feel like you're a person that would tolerate these things?
No, that's what I'm saying. If I used to,
so that's
hell no.
So that's not your standard.
No, I'm saying if I had low standards and let go a little shit, like, are you still talking about strip club?
Yeah, because that's exactly what I'm saying.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about strip club, right?
No, yeah. Okay, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I'm trying to. Okay, you mentioned you're not with this person anymore.
No, we wasn't together either. We just.
But let's say he's a person that you're gonna marry. You're gonna build a family with.
Yeah, but I still do it
because yes,
I would.
You were still doing it.
Okay. I want to see him in all environments. I want to see him when he's most comfortable, when he's most aroused and all this stuff. I just want to see him.
Would that change your decision, or would it upgrade your decision?
It wouldn't change my decision.
Okay.
It would probably even make me even more want to be more sexier, or make me take some advice and learn from some things. Because men like to see women. That's what they fuck on.
Yeah, I get you.
But you get what I'm talking about. So I wouldn't let that. No.
Okay. That's good. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the standards. It has everything to do with I accept this man, and if this man is something that he's enjoying this environment, let me enjoy it with him. Let's enjoy it together. Let's get together.
Yes.
And that's compromise.
Exactly.
And that's really good. Yeah. And I feel like we lack a lot of that in this generation.
Compromising.
Because
we're so focused on standards, guys.
Not just standards. I feel like
and our standards are sometimes unrealistic.
I feel like we all have a checklist, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you didn't check this.
You didn't do this. You didn't do this. You're not.
So I need you to be out. And it's not like that. We're all human beings.
We're not perfect.
We all have our cravings. Yes. We all have our little lustful
voices.
Yeah. Because we cannot deny it as women that we don't have ours either. And expecting the man to be unhuman, it's impossible.
It's unrealistic.
And then
you're causing harm to yourself now because you're expecting certain things. You're expecting this person to be want to be in your head. Nobody's perfect. You didn't create a perfect man. He got money. He got the cars. He got everything settled.
He take care of you.
Yeah, now you're looking for that in real life, and it's not there. And you're like, well, goddamn, something wrong with me? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you're expecting that much from a world that's fucked up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Everybody growing. We grow every day. We grow. Things change and all this stuff, and you gotta be able to accept that.
I get these answers from you guys, right? But I feel like if I was to go out there, it would be totally different.
No,
because women don't tolerate nothing nowadays. And as well as men, they don't tolerate nothing. It's like, you did this mistake, you're out the door because, honey, one chance and that's all you get.
Okay, so with that said, I feel like women, they want everybody, all the men that they're looking for, the perfect man, you have to learn to love an imperfect man. To, you know what I mean? You're perfectly imperfect for me, and compromise is definitely a realistic approach to things in today's society.
But if you think you're perfect, you're delusional.
The way I see it is,
I see so many of that every night.
you know, people don't want arguments nowadays, and to me, it's like, you know what? In a relationship, let's have 1,000 arguments, because then we're not gonna have to fight anymore. You know, when you fight with someone, it's because you're seeing the disagreements from the other perspective. You're seeing what's in their brain. You're seeing what's in their mind. You're seeing what they're thinking.
What that makes them angry.
Exactly. So you guys are
take time to listen to each other.
Exactly. We're gonna crash because you see things
communicating. It's communicating.
Yeah. Communication is a huge
People don't never want to
thing.
tell how they feel, or like they have bad communication skills as a kid growing up. They didn't talk to their parents. They keep things in. Now all of a sudden, now it's bubbling. Now it's all coming out at the wrong time, at the wrong person,
the wrong
wrong time. Okay,
you're not choosing the right words. You don't know how to, because you know why? It's something that's overdue.
Yeah.
It's something that's overdue, and it's been built up, and so when it explodes, it just comes out like one time, and then guess what? People see the emotion before they actually know what the fuck you're saying, and then they don't understand. They see, and emotions. One thing I've learned, because I'm a very emotional type of person. One thing that I've learned is to think about how I'm feeling. So within myself as a woman, I have to think about how I'm feeling, right? How it makes me tick as a woman, as a person, went through everything that I went through. Now, when I feel that, I have to think about, if I want to say something to my partner, I have to think about how I'm going to present it to him. Yeah. Now, if I come up to my partner and say, you know what? And just come out like, they don't see what you're saying. They only see like this barking bitch. That's all they see.
That's where critical thinking come in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Critical thinking is very important in everything you decide to do, decisions you make. You need to take time to think before you respond to a lot of situations. So I think that is like also what causes a lot of issues in relationships.
Yeah, it does.
I have a good example for that, like parenting. You know, you have your husband. He comes up to you and he's like, my kid. You have a kid who may be annoying, you know, and he's like, you know what? I have it with this kid. I've been trying to talk to him. I already tried playing with him and entertain him, and he's still annoying me. And the wife is gonna come up to you, and maybe you are that one son of a bitch that you don't care about your kid, and you know, maybe your wife will correct you. Well, maybe you're not caring for the kid. Maybe you are being a little too tough. Or it could be the other way around, and the wife is like, you know what? He's been up in my case too. He's been annoying me too. And then after that, you both come into an agreement. You know, like, would you want your kid to grow up and be annoying?
Hell no.
No.
You're gonna grow up and be annoying?
Yes.
Everybody have their own annoyance though.
No, I know, but out of the goodness of your kid,
when they're annoying.
This is the thing though, when you're raising a child, you gotta direct the child. You gotta teach the child how to control their emotions.
And that's where you set boundaries.
That's when you gotta set boundaries.
But that's what I said. What is the annoyance though? It could be anything. Too hard. What is the annoyance? That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly where I'm going.
Or they're doing rude stuff like farting at the table every time when they know they should.
That's why I said you could either get two answers. You gotta be open to those two answers.
Yeah.
Like, you are a son of a bitch, and maybe you are like being annoyed a little for nothing. Maybe that kid is being a kid right now.
Yeah.
Or maybe you are right. Maybe the kid has been annoying me too, and we need to come into an agreement where we can both teach our child to have an order and be less annoying.
Yeah, communicating with your partner about handling.
Because you may say your son may not be annoying, but later on, if you make that excuse for your child,
you're weakening him. 100%.
You're weakening him. He's gonna grow up to annoy his friends and annoy the people around that person. You know, so you have to both come into an agreement where you both are gonna make the decision. Okay, how are we gonna raise this child?
Let me say this though, because it's this book called Seven Habits of Highly Effective thoughts or whatever habits. Seven habits of highly effective people, whatever. And it was like in the book, it said something about like they were good parents. They were telling their kid like, "You're gonna be great. You're gonna do this," and raising him to the best. But like they were weakening him and not letting him become his own character and everything. Because he gotta also learn from himself too. Like, what I'm not saying throw your kid out there and make him teach his damn self. I'm not saying that.
But this had nothing to do with the kid. It has everything to do with the communication of the parents.
No, they had to communicate that though. And this, if you read the book or if you see, it's like they both had to come to an agreement. Like, yo, we're rooting on him. We're doing all this stuff, but if we look at him. We're in our mind, we think that he's the strongest kid and he's doing all this stuff. But in reality, he's really skinny and flimsy. And he is. Yes. He is like this. Like we need
to flex.
We want him to be a bigger kid.
He's trying.
Yeah, because we want that on him.
Right.
And this is what we expect of him. You know, but in reality, you gotta really look at him like, God damn.
Yes.
Like, you probably can't do it. Like, you know, and you just gotta work with what they.
And that's what I call love eyes. And I feel like we do that.
What is it called?
Love eyes.
Love eyes, as in eyes?
Yes, your eyes, because you're
wanting the best for them.
Yes, you're in
your
an
own
illusion.
vision. Yeah.
You know, and you need to come down to reality where it's like, you know, I need to see my child where he's actually at. Exactly. And then you will actually be able to make decisions to make the child grow up to the better potential.
Yeah.
That they can reach.
And that definitely has to do with setting boundaries.
Setting boundaries.
So for a child, people don't realize that a child actually craves direction.
100%.
A child definitely craves the structure.
We're raised to store.
You know? Many parents these days, they don't believe in that. They give them too many. At the ages of 3 to 5 years old, you should be only giving them 2 choices. They don't need 20 million choices.
Yeah,
they don't need 10 choices.
No, you eat rice or chicken.
Yeah.
You're not getting McDonald's.
You're sitting down.
Hey guys, I'm actually guilty of that.
You're sitting down or you're standing up. You coming with me or you staying the fuck home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not maybe no, because if they're given too many choices, they don't have the brain capacity to make choices like that when it's more than 2 choices. But it has to be. There's boundaries.
I don't know when they do have options though. You know, because like we said, we're trying to heal a new generation and everything, so it's not the same like it was back in the day. Like my kid, I haven't whipped my child. He has not got one spanking.
Really?
And he listens to me. My voice is enough.
Because he respects you already. You already laid that foundation.
I don't have to
Can I tell you, how old is he?
He's about to be 8 years old.
You don't need to tell you why?
Yeah.
Because you already laid that foundation when he was 3 years old. Between the ages of 3 and 5 years old, they're a sponge. That is when you have to let them know that you are the authority and what you say goes.
When it comes to making food like decisions and having choices, I do give him some choices.
Of course. Because he's 7.
You know what I'm saying? But he ain't got no choices on like right now.
You want
sexually and stuff like that. Obviously, he's a kid.
No. Yeah.
He's a kid, but he ain't got no options with that. That's like is what I believe in 100%. Like, you're going by what I believe in until you get older enough to make your own decisions. Yeah. This is my household right now. Other than that, he ain't making no options and choices about that. But food and all that stuff, I give him a little option just to see what he like. Help him build his character. To see what he. You know what I'm saying?
You're helping him build his character.
Yeah. Okay, you don't want that. What else would you eat? It's not. I'm forcing him to. You gonna either eat this or this.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't say that in the beginning. I did. That's if we low on money and food ain't like
right. And I do the same thing with my 10-year-old. I'm realizing that as she grows older, her taste buds are different. You know, the things that she used to like before when she was 4 or 5 years old, she don't like it anymore.
And that's quality.
I realized
food.
Yeah, I realized she's like, yeah, Mom, I don't really like this. I'm like, oh, really? And I've been buying this shit and you're not eating it. And I'm like, well, I'm glad you told me because then I don't want to waste my money buying it and you're not eating it. You know, it goes to waste.
Yeah.
So as she is getting older, she is realizing that she don't like, maybe because she ate it too much when she was young. Because, listen, my daughter has food intolerances, which she's growing out of. But when she was young, girl, I had to fucking...
My son's picking.
Well, food intolerances meaning she would get sick. So she couldn't eat. Everything that I had to cook was wholesome and had and organic. and didn't have preservatives. So I took away ketchup, I took away shoyu, I took away freaking mayonnaise, I took away sauces, I took away like freaking fruit roll-ups. Yeah, I had to learn to make stuff so that she could eat it, like organic banana bread and all that.
How did you find out that she had the food intolerance?
She was sick. She was complaining of a headache with no fever, no runny nose, no cough for 2 days.
It wasn't settling
for
in
2
her
days.
stomach.
No, she wasn't that. She was literally lethargic for 4 days. And I made soup for her, and she wouldn't even eat it. So I finally took her to a specialist, and they said, you know what? We're going to eliminate stuff. So we had to throw away everything, and we went organic. And that's how I learned how to cook healthy. So,
and isn't that a really good example? Like, let's say you finally find out the problem. You have to cut out. It hurts to change.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It does.
Oh my goodness.
And that's a really good example.
Yeah.
You know, you finally figure out the issue. Now you find the issue. Now it's the time to make the decision, to make the changes. And
so
that's hard.
It was very hard.
It's talking about knocking down walls that you built for years.
Yes, yeah. And living off of the same.
For your health, you're gonna knock anything.
Oh yeah. For my daughter,
so
of course.
Why can't we take care of ourselves that way? Mental health.
Can I tell you something? She taught me to take care of myself.
I love that.
So I cook super healthy majority of the time. Like right now, you know, we're eating crackers and cheese, but for the most part, I had to do like, that baby ate organic milk after I stopped nursing her. It was $75 a can. So I had to cook with nutritional yeast, all vegetables that was bought from the farmer's market, nothing chemicals, nothing, like she had to literally, the only thing that she could eat was basically cheese rolls, even tomatoes that go. Even tomatoes I couldn't feed her. One time I fed her cocktail sauce, my poor baby, her face just, and she was sick.
Is she allergic?
She was allergic, but I think it's something that she grew out of. So this food intolerance.
Your body naturally builds immunity.
Yeah. So this food intolerance, now she's 10. I was dealing with this from when she was 2. Now that she's 10, there's still certain things that I do not allow her to have.
I have a gluten problem.
Okay.
So like I eat gluten-free food to this day.
That means that you're also wheat allergic.
Yeah, you can't eat wheat.
Fuck me up. Oatmeal,
that's the thing that I could feed her was oatmeal.
Oh, I'm married.
And I could feed her cheese.
I'm single.
And I'm unavailable. I'm single, but I'm unavailable. Single means I'm not married. Okay, I do believe if you're not married, you're single. I don't care if you're in a relationship, you're definitely not.
I love that.
Yeah,
because you're not lying to yourself.
No. I'm just unavailable. I'm not available to any man other than my boo.
I'm single, which means I'm available, which means I have no man claiming me, which means I am open and
which means
ready to make
Actually, go download my song.
Y'all know where to find her. She's on Spotify.
Yeah. Respect. Heart, Mind, Body, Soul is the name
She's
of
on
the song.
Spotify. She's on Amazon Music. She's on YouTube. She's on every.
She Speaks.
She's
in my mind.
Body and Soul. But for real, it like having my daughter really taught me like, oh my gosh, I gotta really check myself. So that's why I'm able to. Now she's older. The one thing that I will not feed her is marshmallows. She gets ultimately sick on that.
Oh no.
Ultimately, like literally throw up, headache, and all of that.
Yeah.
Because there's too much chemicals in there. We had to like read every freaking label. And so basically we just threw every damn thing away.
That's
so
good.
that was a learning experience for me as a parent. So with that.
That tells you that not everything that shines is gold.
Exactly.
Because it could taste good, it could be good.
Oh no, it's
but
bad.
it may
That
not be
girl
good for
used to
you.
drink kombucha like crazy. She used to drink this right here.
This is how-
No, wait. This is like
You know, this is my first one, guys.
Okay, wait. Let's. Let's just. As soon as I heard the card, she's like, "Hi."
Oh, I don't know what she said. I was just like,
She was coughing. She's like, "Oh, hi."
camera's action.
Camera's action. This is what's up. Okay.
Off work. Rosie here got off work, dropped her kids off, ready for school, came here with the bottle, and ready to work again.
Can I just flex real quick?
And then, that's not even it.
Can I flex real quick for her?
And then going back to work
Tonight.
tonight.
She's going back to work tonight.
Talk about what?
Oh my gosh, girl.
Talk about
You got
hustling.
this
Talk
shit.
about hustling.
Talk about focus.
And guys, I'm not getting paid
No,
overtime.
even the chair is
No,
crooked.
she's not.
Even the chair is crooked.
The chairwoman, she's
The chair is crooked.
I haven't had breakfast.
Oh my
me
gosh.
Neither. This is breakfast.
No,
That's why I asked her. I said,
I'm
"Did you
playing.
cook?"
I'm playing.
She asked if I cooked and I said, hell
Why came up?
You guys should have told me I would have brought you guys breakfast.
No, it's okay. I just rushed here from dropping my son off.
Honestly, I
And
don't
I
get
just
hungry.
rushed her because I was unavailable at that moment.
This is my food. I hardly eat.
I know, you always eat salad.
Talking about hungry.
Okay, we will.
We gotta talk about that beauty bite.
Yes.
Yes.
Can I have some in there, please?
Girl, yes. You're gonna like this one. I'm sorry, Raymia. I'm gonna get you one that you're gonna like.
What?
Not that I know that you don't like berries.
Thank you. No, I totally am so happy that I have that.
Here,
Shout out to the Haven Enterprise for sponsoring our alcohol for the day.
okay. Tequila.
Okay. Shout out to the Haven Enterprise for sponsoring our alcohol for the day.
Shout out.
Or but Rosie brought her own.
You're right. She said, shut up. My pocket.
Shout
My
out.
last dollar.
Shout out to Walgreens. Or even the 99-cent store, girl. They sell that shit over there.
Yeah, they do. They sell it
How much is
really?
okay? So how much is a Walgreens?
No, they sell it for the same price.
$9.99.
Yeah, mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
999.
Yeah.
$9.99. $9.99.
I'm on Smiths.
How much do they have that
Is it
shit
the same
for?
price right there?
It's bigger for 999.
For the seven?
I get Pinot Grigio.
Oh, okay.
You know what else
Barefoot.
I like?
Yeah,
The white Zinfandel. If you put that shit in the fridge,
Mm-hmm.
oh
I think
my
anything
God,
in the
it's
fridge
so good.
is about to be good. Yeah.
Normally, I drink Stella's warm.
Oh, really?
Normally, yes. I
The only
normally drink
only
that
liquor
warm.
I drink warm is it's not Japanese stuff. Sake.
Sake.
Oh, yes.
Sake, yes.
I tried that one.
It's so good.
I didn't know.
You know what? We need to go to a Japanese restaurant.
Yeah,
I know a place.
You eat
Well, I know
sushi?
a Thai place.
I love
Okay, you
sushi.
eat sushi?
I raw
Okay.
sushi too.
Okay, good.
Are you
Good.
good?
I eat
Yeah.
it all. I eat raw.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like the
raw.
rainy girl.
We're keeping it raw. She likes it raw.
We keeping it raw in here.
You know I like it raw. You know I like it raw. That dirty bastard. I don't know. You know
I don't know that song, honestly. You gotta freaking.
Hey, come on, though. The Haven. Come on.
Give it to me raw. Oh,
She needs
actually,
to
maybe I
you
know
know
that
I
song.
like it raw.
I know that song
You
then.
know I like it raw.
You know that song. If you hear it, I'm
Yeah.
Okay,
Everybody
are you
knows the
Googling
song.
Okay, right there. Alexa's right there.
What's the
She
name of
is
it?
not-
Alexa, volume
Just
5.
so you know I like it raw. I don't know the words.
What is the name of the song?
I don't know.
Alexa, play I Like It
Oh, dirty
Raw.
bastard. I like it raw.
Please unlock it.
Alexa, play I Like It Raw by Old Dirty Bastard.
That's a shame. That's a shame. Because why don't we talking about
You should put this on there. And
Alexa, volume 7. Okay, let's hear.
This one.
She's playing it right now.
Is it bite?
Yeah.
Let me go outside. Yeah.
Damn. See, I'm learning some
In
stuff.
the movie How High? Yeah.
Alexa, volume 7.
It's all organic. We all
So
You could come more to the center.
okay. So what I've learned in my relationship, that when a man tells you that he's not going to deal with your feelings, it really means that he's not going to deal with bullshit. So in other words, he's teaching me, like, say what the fuck you want to say. Say what you need instead of causing some drama.
A commotion to get to the point.
And that's how women are.
Oh, yes.
Women don't say exactly what they feel deep inside. And I think that's the problem with women, that they try to be masculine. They try to be like, oh, I don't need you. You know what I mean? And I don't need you, but I do need you.
Yes.
And I've come to the reality that men and women need each other.
Definitely.
I don't care if it's a marriage, and I don't care if it's a situationship, or I don't care if it's just a domestic partnership. If you're connected with one man, not all these other men, because it's difficult to connect with all these other men. And I speak from experience.
Yeah.
If you're connected with one man, then as a woman, you need to learn to tap into your femininity and express exactly what it is. If you need to get laid, if you need some loving, then tell him, I need some loving, baby, let's go.
Yeah.
Instead of like, oh my God, you're not talking to me. Oh, you don't say anything. You didn't respond to when I told you such and such and such. I think women get too caught up in the verbiage of expression when men are very simple.
Very simple, yeah.
They like to express it, even if they express it through their sex.
Yes.
You know?
And it is most of the time through physicality. And it's not because they only want your body, but it's because it's a deeper way to connect to someone. And that's where you would go to unconditional love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unconditional love comes like, let's say, your child. You don't get any sex in return.
No.
Just a smile.
Yeah.
But you're still willing to go
and accept
far and beyond to please and just get that smile back. You know? But when you are in a relationship, there is intimacy. So I feel like a lot of people lack communication in money, trusting each other, and sex. And when you're lacking one of those, it's a domino effect. If you're not good with communication, it's going to affect your sex, and it's going to affect the communication on how to handle your money, financially wise. So, if you're going to be in a relationship, be willing to talk about those things. Like you said, be open. You're feeling sexually was frustrated, whether it may be through your hormones or just because you want your man, communicate that to him.
Or you want him to do a certain thing for you.
Exactly. Because I feel like we're too busy a lot of the times and we prioritize the wrong things.
That's a point.
Yes, we prioritize cleaning, which is a good thing. I'm not saying don't clean. Yeah. But don't prioritize it before your husband, who is your partner. And when you have a partner, you want to nourish that. You don't want to leave that partner stranded. You don't want to leave that partner unattended. And you want to seek the partner with the intentions that you would want to be seeked with. You know, you want to give what you want.
The reciprocation.
Yes, the reciprocation. Yes, right. You want to give what you want. You don't want to just come to someone and say, give me, when you're not giving to that person the amount that you are requesting. You know, if you're requesting this, be willing to give it as well. You want attention, give attention. You want love, give love. You want forgiveness, forgive them. You know, but it's all has to do with give what you want. You know, and it will come back to you. At first, it will be tough. You won't receive anything, but it will take that person to notice they're being good to me, you know, and I have been an asshole lately. And they will notice it. Yeah. Because if you become a person that is consistent,
yes,
you won't be unnoticed. Those little actions of love, of, hey, honey, I know you're hungry, so here's your breakfast, without you having me ask, you know, without a thank you. You know, a lot of the times we expect a thank you, and no, just do it because you love that person. Do it because you want to feed them, you want to nourish them. Don't expect nothing in return. If you really are willing to serve someone else, do it without expecting nothing in return. And communication comes so far out that even if you don't come into an agreement, and you don't expect a response where you're going to hear, you're right. You know, I understand you.
Oh, yes, I hear what you're saying. Exactly. Oh, my gosh, I'm going to try to do better. And I feel like in today's society, I think that's what women are focused on. Because they want validation. You don't need validation. Nobody needs to give you validation, because why? We're supposed to love ourselves first before we can love anybody else.
Yes, exactly.
You know, we're supposed to, and loving yourself is loving yourself, your spirit.
Yes.
Of who you are. Recognizing who you are. And you're so right. Because you should just do for the person if you love them. And I remember one time you said, if there's an understanding between you and your partner, if you understand what the background of your partner is, or what they went through,
it'll be so much easier.
The communication, the communication comes better, more clearer. Everything that you say is understood, and perceived in such a way that it's perceived to the heart.
Yeah, because you could be a person who was raised with parents who were communicative. You know, a family who was a family-oriented family where they're all close, and then you get married with a person who was not always, who's not, who had to hold it.
That's
everything.
rough. That's rough.
You're coming to a person who basically had to keep everything stored up in their own mind, hearts, everything. And now they're coming into a relationship where you're open, you communicate, you're expressive, and they're like, whoa, what is this? Why are you coming at me with all this information that I don't need? You know, the reason I say that personally is because I come from a very tough home where there is no room for mistakes. So, like, for my mother, perfection is everything, you know. So complaining, there was no room for complaining.
Really?
Yes, there was no room for, I'm feeling depressed. No, get to cleaning, get the fucking broom, and start sweeping. What you talking about depression?
And you're ready for school tomorrow.
Yes, there was no such thing as, oh, you're depressed. I totally understand your feelings. And my husband, on the other hand, you know, he was very independent. His parents were not involved in his life at all, and he made his own decisions based on to what he knew, not getting a second opinion whether, hey, I'm making this decision, do you think this is a good idea or not? You know, there was nobody involved in his decisions. Now, you come from a person who became very independent, and you come from me, from a person who comes from family oriented and who seeks perfection. We come together, I'm seeking perfection, and he's like, no, you got to handle it right, you know.
And they accept imperfection.
They accept imperfection.
They work around it.
They work around it, and I don't have any room for imperfection. So I have expectations, and when you don't meet them, I feel like you didn't do 50%. When you did 90%.
That's rough. That's hard.
In my level, in my mentality, you didn't do nothing. In his mentality, I went far and beyond for you.
Yeah.
I broke the rules that I would never broken in myself, and I went far and beyond for you. But since I grew up differently, different mentality, I'm like, you didn't do near as far as I would do.
That's so messed up.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
And that's
real.
where you have to understand that different dynamics, different ways of mentalities, you have to come into an agreement and have to fight together and say, okay, you see things this way, I see things this way. Which fight are we both willing to fight for? What are we both willing to build from now on? Because now it's not your family and it's not mine. Now it's me and
it's
you.
us. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
us. Now you're a grown adult, and that is hard though, because you gotta choose.
God, that brings tears to my eyes. My heart is kind of like hurting.
It is hurting because you're talking about, the Bible says it this way: you leave your mom's home to build your own. You no longer belong to that. You know, and the reason why you no longer belong to that is because you're building your own foundation now. You're given that opportunity. So why not build a foundation where you both can bring ideas together? One that you both are willing to come into an agreement and fight together. Now where one of you is in this mentality and one of you is in this mentality. You know, but just know that it feels like a burden, but it's not. It's going to feel like a tough situation in the beginning because you both have to come into an understanding on what you guys are willing to do and what you guys are not willing to do. Coming halfway, you know?
And having to respect that.
And personally wise, not to come too descriptive about it, but I'm not a very, I would say, touchy person or cuddly person.
Really?
Yes. And yes, I know. And my husband is. I know.
Really?
My husband is.
That's unusual for the woman.
Very unusual.
And then the man to be that way.
To be that man. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, and it was tough, but at first, we went to marriage counseling before getting married.
Okay.
And one of the things that the counselor brought up was, how do you expect to feel comfortable speaking a different love language when you're not used to practicing it?
Okay.
We all have a different love language.
Yeah.
We have the words of affirmation, gifts, you know, when you're doing something for someone else, like physical wise, yes, physical touch. And there's the other one where you're doing acts of service.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So those are love languages. Let's say yours is acts of service and mine is touch and feel.
Damn, mine is both acts of service and touch. I love touch.
We all have all of them. All of us. We all have all of them. It's just that we have a primary language.
Really?
Yes, there's a primary language, the one that gets to you. And that's what we call love tank.
Okay.
Picture it like a love tank.
Okay.
You know? Yours is touchy and his is acts of service.
Yeah.
You're not cleaning his laundry, you're not cooking for him, but you're touching him, you're loving him because that's your love language. Your intimacy there, you're present, you're 100% there. But that's because you're used to speaking that language. It comes naturally to you. So when someone gives you touch, your love tank is full.
It's like I'm very receptive.
Yes, your love tank is full because you're like, okay, well, this is my love language. I love it. But if you speak French and someone comes to talk to you in Spanish, there's going to be the love barrier, the language barrier where you guys are going to be like, what are you saying? It's the same thing with love. You know, you may be doing laundry for him and he wants a touch, but you are like making sure that he has his uniform ready for work. You know, and it's a really good thing that you're doing. But you're not triggering his tank.
And I'm not doing 100%.
You're not doing 100%.
Gotcha.
And his love tank is still empty. So when you actually sit here and start speaking that language that you're not used to, start being more touchy, start being more present, the more you practice that language, the more comfortable you feel practicing it.
You are so right. You are so right, because I will be honest, I'm not a housewife. I was a housewife before, but I did everything that I needed to do. But let me tell you, I was hating every fucking minute of it. Because my mother was a career woman.
Okay.
So she was the ultimate female role model. She was the ultimate female role model for me. And so she was a career woman. So I will do what I need to do to take care of the house, do the laundry, do the shopping, do the cleaning, do what I need to do.
Yeah.
Any extras like decorating, as you can see, my house is not as decorative as I would like it. I have that feeling in me to decorate it.
Because of the stories,
but I don't find the time to put the energy because it's not a priority list.
Yes.
However, when it comes to my partner, you want me to cook for you? I will cook for you. You want me to do your laundry? I will do your laundry. It's not a priority. Touch. Because I feel that energy and that connection with him when I touch him, when I'm feeling him, when I'm loving him, when I'm kissing him, when I'm in bed with him, when I'm, I love to touch him. I just do. I just
That's
really,
a good
really
thing.
do. And I feel like it keeps the connection. And I feel like he's learning that from me. He, on the other hand, is acts of service. He'll get things from me. He'll set things up for me. He'll set my household up for me, and everything, and do everything that he needs to make sure that I am comfortable. He does that for himself as well. For me, I really focus on my self-awareness. I really focus on self-love. I really focus on self-care. I really focus on making myself look good for him, so that whole physical, tangible thing is really, really important to me.
So when does self-awareness become selfish? Do you feel like it's a fine line, or do you feel like it's something that you can notice?
Self-awareness is acknowledging exactly who you are. Knowing your dislikes, knowing your likes, knowing your standards, knowing what makes you happy, knowing what makes you not happy, but also contributing that awareness and sharing it with the other person and people around you. So if you're self-aware, that means you know that maybe you could be a little bit demanding. If you know that you can be demanding, then compromising to work around it so that you don't come off as demanding to others, whether it's your children, whether it's your spouse or partner, whether it's your friends.
So so you don't become an enabler, right?
No, negativity.
Yes. Where it's a person. I like that, because you have healthy boundaries. Where you don't just enable anyone to just come to you and just tell you what to do, because you are self-aware in what you like, what your boundaries are, what is no, what is yes,
and respecting others' boundaries. How's it? Aloha, guys. It's Ulo. So, on behalf of Rosie and Raymia, we'd like to thank you for joining us for our first episode. We definitely enjoy doing this first episode, and you know what? Go ahead and chime in, leave a comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, okay, so you can get notifications on when our next episode will be. Alright, guys? Aloha and have a beautiful